Hello everyone, Simon here. Let's continue being an ace attorney with Phoenix Wright. What are we doing? Episode 4, Day 2 Trial. So what happened? There was a lake, there was a gunshot, somebody died on a boat. Defendant lobby number 2! Karma? That's right, Manfred von Karma. He's the best prosecutor there is. He hasn't lost a case in his 40-year career. Is that even possible? Can you like not lose any cases over 40 years? Or does he just not take any cases? He is a god of prosecution, right? A god! Not a single case. He will do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. Sounds like someone else I know, Edgeworth. However, you don't understand. I mean, he'll really do anything. Manfred von Karma is a man to be feared. You call him a god, then you call him a man. What is he? Is he a man or a god? That's quite a claim coming from someone who forges evidence. He taught me what it really means to prosecute. Wait, what? What? Prosecute! What does that mean? Just picture a prosecutor as vicious as me, multiplied by a factor of 10. Ugh! So he was your teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth. Something like that. And now he's trying to get you found guilty? What a creep! Oh wait, maybe he's planning on losing on purpose to help you out. Not a chance. He hasn't lost once in 40 years. 40 years! He is as ruthless as me times 20! You just said 10 before. First he's a god, then he's a man. Then he's 10 times, then he's 20 times. What is it, Edgeworth? That's pretty ruthless! Like I said, he's a god among prosecutors. I guess that's something like Mia was to me. I mean... was Mia that good? She wasn't that good. Speaking of Mia... Maya. We could really be using Mia's help right now, don't you think? Oh. Wait, look! She can't summon Mia because you didn't give her a waterfall, Phoenix. She needed to stand under the freezing waterfall for a few hours. I can't. Sorry. I tried. I really tried, but I couldn't reach. You couldn't reach? I think it's because I haven't been training. My powers are weak again. Oh man, what bad timing. No, she told you she needed a waterfall. I'm really sorry. I'll try my best. I hope so. Well, go find a waterfall. What are you whispering about? Oh, it's nothing. Uh-oh, did the game crash? No, okay. Well, it's time. Let's head in. Just shove her in a cold shower. December 26, 10 AM, District Court, Courtroom number 3. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Doesn't the prosecution go first? ... Mr. von Karma, is the prosecution ready? Foo! You seriously think that I would stand here were I not completely prepared? Hey, you wear the same ridiculous neck thing that Edgeworth wears. Right, my apologies. He even got the judge scared. Very well, your opening statement please. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Ah, nothing of course, that should be fine. The prosecution may call its first witness. What's with this guy? Is he a royalty or something? No, he just wears a fancy neck scarf thing. How am I supposed to fight against this? I call the detective in charge of this case, Detective Dick Gumshoe. Okay, Gumshoe's first. Let's see how this goes. Describe the incident, now! Yes, sir. Detective Gumshoe looks nervous. Please take a look at the map. The murder happened late Christmas Eve around midnight. There was one boat in the very middle of the lake. That's not the middle. That's like off to the side. There were 2 men on the boat. Now, there happened to be a woman camping here on the edge of the lake. At 12:10 AM, she heard 2 pistol shots. Then the boat started to move. It went towards the boat rental shop. Overhead map added to the court record. Testify to the court about the arrest now! Wait, Mr. Von Karma. Yes. Actually, I'm the one that's supposed to be handling the proceedings. Wrong! There is only one thing you need to do here. You will slam down your gavel and say the word guilty. That is your role. Yes, of course, you're quite right. No, it's not. Objection! The arrest of Edgeworth. A man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all. But the next morning, our body was found in the lake. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. I see. Very well. Begin your cross-examination, attorney, now! ... The arrest of Edgeworth. A man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. Who? You received a call from a man? What is a man? Yep. But you said there was a woman camping there. She was the one who heard the 2 gunshots, right? That woman said the man who called in the report are 2 obvious, and the man who called in are 2 different people, obviously. Let the witness testify. It's not up to you to testify, asshole. Different people? There were 2 witnesses. Their testimonies were quite similar, however. Today I've summoned the woman who was camping. The woman who was camping, Lotta. What happened next, detective? We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. How long was it between receiving the report and your arrival at the lake? Well, I'd say it was about 3 minutes. 3 minutes? You were right there. That's pretty fast. Our motto for the month is get there quick. Detective, you refrain from casually revealing department secrets. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. I look forward to your next year's salary review. So much to look forward to these days. This is no time for dejected daydreaming. Continue. Yes, sir. That's where we found Mr. Edge. I mean, this is actually improper because the lawyer is getting in the way of the testimony. Right, like the witness is speaking and the lawyer's interrupting. That's not really allowed. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Where exactly did you find Mr. Edgeworth? What was Mr. Edgeworth like when you saw him then? Well, from what I saw, he looked pretty relaxed. Not like a murderer at all, really. Detective, the court requires the facts, not your opinion. How many years have you been on the force? Facts only, detective. Hard-code objective facts. What the facts are... he didn't find him looking like a murderer. Yes, sir. Man, he's got his share of objections. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all. Hold on, wait a minute. Where did he find him? Where did he find Edgeworth? Jesus. No, I didn't suspect him of anything at all. Why didn't you think he was suspicious? You should know. We have a deep trusting relationship with the prosecutors. Detective, the court isn't interested in your musings. Yes, we are. I just asked him. I am interested in his musings. Deep, trusting, poppycock. I've never heard so many flippant comments from an active detective in the force. Detective Gumshoe doesn't look so good. Good. Continue now. But the next morning, a body was found in the lake. Did you find any clues on the body? A single bullet was recovered from the body. He was shot through the heart fatally. But there were 2 shots. Judge, here's the bullet. It didn't strike bone, so its shape is well preserved. It didn't strike bone. He was shot in the heart, but it didn't strike bone? There's a sternum right there. You have a piece of bone like right over your heart. Very well, the court accepts this bullet into evidence. Pistol bullet added to the court record. Found in the victim's body, fired from a .22 caliber pistol. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. Well, why is that? Well, we found the murder weapon in the boat. The murder weapon. A pistol. Detective Gumshoe. That is a vital piece of information. Please revise your testimony. Right, sorry, Your Honor. The murder weapon we found in the boat was decisive evidence. What about the pistol made it decisive evidence? He has the same evil laugh as Edgeworth. There were fingerprints on the pistol found in the boat. They were clear prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand. What? Yeah, but was the bullet... Did the bullet match the rifling in the pistol? Order! So Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon. Yes, Your Honor. Judge, this is the weapon in question. Accepted into evidence. Pistol added to the court record. Fired three times? There's prints from Edgeworth's right hand. Members of the court, we now have the pistol used in the murder and the bullet found in the body. Detective. Yes, sir. Was the bullet found in the body fired from this pistol? Yes, the ballistic markings on the bullet match the pistol. Okay, good. Hey Nick, what does he mean, ballistic markings? Shocking! To imagine someone here does not know something as basic as ballistic markings. Nick, he's glaring at me. Yeah, he is. Why don't you use your special powers on him? Very well, I'll explain. Actually, Judge, you do it. Me. Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. The barrel leaves distinctive marks on each bullet it fires. You can examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. It's quite accurate. Indeed! This leads to one inevitable conclusion: the bullet found in the victim's heart was without a doubt fired from this pistol. This pistol, which, as you may recall, was covered with the defendant's own fingerprints. Order! This is bad. No, it's fine. This makes it look like Edgeworth did it. Well, Judge, I'd say it's almost decisive, yes. Honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point. However, you wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I am somewhat fatigued, and so I will take a brief break. I will call my witness after the recess, which will last 10 minutes. Judge! Yes, what are you doing? A 10-minute recess, now! But wait, just bang your flimsy gavel and get on with it, man. Yes! This court will take a 10-minute recess. Alright, so I guess I don't need to challenge the detective. Who's running this court anyway? Ah, this game is so stupid. It's so stupid. I just wish it... Does it expect the player not to know anything about real courts? Maybe it does. Maybe it thinks you're stupid. I mean, this kind of kangaroo court is just like I wanna, like it's funny, but I wanna take it a little bit more seriously than this. I wanted to take itself a little more seriously than this. You can be funny, but also like accurate. You know what I mean? Like you can be dramatic, but also accurate. December 26, 11:09 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. Edgeworth, what's going on here? Your fingerprints were on the murder weapon. Yeah, they were. And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot that man was the person in the photo. True. Was that you in the boat? ... Yes, it was me. What? But you must believe me, I didn't shoot him. Then who did? I don't know. You don't know? Weren't you right there? I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then the other man fell from the boat. I can't say why, but I thought at the time that he had shot himself. You mean it was a suicide? ... That's the only explanation I can come up with. How am I going to convince anyone of that? No, but your fingerprints are on the gun. And the bullet is in his body. Say Maya. What? Any progress with Mia? No, she needs a waterfall. Oh, sorry. It's no good. Ugh. I know. I'm no good. I know I'm no good for anything, am I, Nick? No, you just need a waterfall, that's all you need. If I can't call my sister, I might as well not be here, right? No, I need you here. No, of course not. I need you here. I can see you're always trying to help out. Even if you don't actually help, it's the thought that counts, right? It's okay, Nick, you don't have to make me feel better. I don't know anything about trials or defense. Well, time to start learning. What's more, I'm a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits. Everyone has their off days. I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately. But you never know when my luck is going to run out. Really? Whoa, right. Don't jinx this case any more than it already is. Well, why don't you help? It's bad for my heart. Oh, sorry. Court is back in session. Mr. Von Karma, call your witness. Will Miss Lotta take the stand? Who's the other witness? Oh, the other witness is Edgeworth, isn't it? Lotta Hart, you're a research student at a university. That I am. Good. Begin by telling us what you saw at the night of the incident. And don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understand? You all need to learn some manners. Yeah, he does. Why don't you teach him? Understand! Yeah, I understand. Very well, your testimony, please. It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. I heard this bang come up from the lake. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in the boat. Weren't there two shots? When I looked out, I saw two gents. You heard the bang and then you saw two gents. Then there was another bang. There was nary a thing on the lake but that boat. Enough. Judge, she happened to take a photo of the incident. This is that photo. Accept it as evidence. Well, this is a surprise. This looks like the very moment of the murder. Order! I will remove people from this courtroom if I do not have order immediately. Go on, remove people. As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shot. There were no other boats on that lake. So the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. He could have shot himself. Yes, it was the defendant, Miles Edgeworth. Order! I will have water. Well, Judge, the evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well, this court finds the defendant. Wait, Your Honor! I haven't cross-examined the witness yet. A cross-examination? We have photographic proof. What question can there possibly be? You can't see who the hell those people are. This photo is worth 1,000 words, and they all read guilty. Your mom's guilty. You lose. Or, do you claim to have found a contradiction in her testimony? Sure. Very well. If you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You will only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. And then I will have you held in contempt of court. Nick, contempt. Contempt of court, you know. I guess I understand. Well, what are you going to do? You know, like, he's actually guilty of contempt of court, the other guy. Do you really think there was a contradiction with the facts in the testimony? Yeah. I think I noticed one little thing. Wow, I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. Right, let's take him on. Yeah, I got a bad feeling about this. I understand. I'll cross-examine the witness. Very well. I pray for your sake this isn't a waste of time. And I pray for your sake it's... Wait, does it count? It was Christmas Eve just after midnight, I reckon. Just after midnight, you say? In other words, it was no longer Christmas Eve, but Christmas Day. Huh? Yeah, well, yes. I know you want to find contradictions, but really... Just checking the time, asshole. I hope your next condition is a little more relevant to the trial. Witness, continue your testimony. I was in my car. Let me just check this. 1 bullet, 2 shots. The gun was fired 3 times. Christmas Day, just after midnight. Gordy. One bullet shot to the heart. What happened to the other 2 shots? I was in my car. Why were you camping there anyway? I'm a research student at my university. I was taking pictures to use in my research. What research? This all sounds suspicious. Press further. Miss Hart, could you be more specific about your research? What does the witness's motive in camping by the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Objection sustained. Wait, now that I'm the one who says that. Well then say it already. No! Thanks for nothing, Your Honor. I heard this bang come up from the lake. So you went looking at the lake at that time? Nope. I looked after I heard that noise. She said that already. I asked to find contradictions, not leisurely chat with the witness. When I looked out the window, I saw 2 gents in a boat. Could you clearly see the 2 men? Just look at the picture. Clear enough for you? Uh-oh. No. Press further. Did not clear. Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking if you saw the 2 men. Yeah, well, of course. The witness has testified that she saw them. There's also a photo. You best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions. He jumped in quick. He's hiding something. Then there was another bang. Were you watching the very moment the shot ran out? Well, yeah, sure. You were asking meaningless questions. Meaningless? No, they're not meaningless, asshole. Von Karma, I think I hate you. He's trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end? There wasn't nary a thing on the lake but that boat. Are you sure about that? Yeah, sure as a country gal can be. That sounds pretty sure. How come you're so sure? Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake. Scanned the whole lake? It almost sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Miss Hart, you... Mr. Wright, the witness has answered the question in full. Yeah, I have another question. No need for further questions, objects are sustained. That's what I'm... Sustained! Yes, of course. Enough! I think we've heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. It seems you are unable to find a contradiction in the testimony worth noting. But Your Honor, you keep your promise. Mr. Wright, I'm afraid that I will have to penalize any further outbursts by holding you in contempt of court. And if that happens, you will have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood? Uh-huh. Nick! Lotta's testimony is fishy, Nick, real fishy. I know what you mean, but if I can't say anything, what can I do? I believe we've covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision. Then pass your judgment. Very well. Mr. Miles Edgeworth, please take the stand. Who was that? It was me. Maya. Is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities? No, I do not. Lotta Hart, your testimony stinks. It's unclear whether you were actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life or death. Lotta, did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire that pistol? You will stand down. The court does not acknowledge the defense's outburst. Answer me, Lotta. What's the big idea, treating me like some kind of criminal? I saw him, I swear it. I saw Edgeworth. Enough, Judge. This is a kangaroo court. It's so stupid. Declare the defense in contempt of court. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guard, escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He is in contempt of court and must leave. No. No! Wait! I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nick is innocent. Ah, what's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Wrong. Wrong! Nani? Did you hear what Miss Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony and I have a right to cross-examine her again. Order! You're in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection. ... I'm sorry, Mr. Von Karma, but I cannot. Nani? Miss Lotta Hart has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again. But he is in contempt of court. No, you are. No, I am. If you're gonna arrest someone, arrest me. Very well. Maya Fey, you will leave the courtroom immediately. Nick, I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck. Alright, goodbye. Later. I care not for this melodrama. Well, you can leave too. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering of my witnesses. I'm running out of time. I better find a contradiction in here or else. Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination. The last statement. I saw it clear as day. The man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth. I mean, you can't see clear as day. Present. Got you! Got you, Miss Hart, finally. What? You got what? Look at this photograph. The photo I took? The very same. There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart. So, this picture was taken with professional, high-quality film, correct? Yet even it could not capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How? What? Mr. Wright has a point. That's why I told her not to say that in the testimony, please. Yet now she has said it, Mr. Von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself. Miss Hart. What? Could you see the defendant that night? Of course. I said I could, and I meant I could. Then please testify as to the circumstances of your sighting. I did it! I finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony.